Give me your opinion on Triple H and Stephanie. You know, how is that whole thing? What are the politics like in the back over there? Is that a good place to work? Is that a place you'd like to see yourself, or is that just a struggle right now?
No, it's anybody you talk to that has been there, it's a struggle. That's why one of the two top stars in the last couple of years have left, like Rey Mysterio and CM Punk, is because they stopped paying people. They took away their pay-per-view revenue, and when they started their new network, so they took away that revenue stream. So they stopped paying guys as much. So that's one of the reasons why they left. Now, how can you cut guys' pay when their profits are at an all-time high? You know what I mean? And plus, you got to deal with, Triple H is the same thing. He never played sports in high school. He was nothing. I mean, there's no secrets in the world today with Wikipedia and the internet. You can't hide who you are. And he wasn't nothing. He was a punk. He wasn't tough. You know what I mean? And when he gets to professional wrestling, he just so happens to fuck the boss's daughter and get the push of a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And the guy in real, he's the same way as Hogan. He's a puss, man. He's not tough, and he wants to beat everybody in wrestling. Like, that's why everybody who came up from WCW, we beat him for 82 weeks straight. So somehow when he bought WCW, they actually took that personal that we beat them 82 weeks straight. So they kind of took it out on us. It's like, man, we're on the same game. We're trying to work as hard as we could for Turner, and he was working as hard as he could for Vince. But you're going to hold that against us for trying to beat you guys? So you're going to beat us all because we went up there because you took it personal? It's wrestling, man. Are you kidding me? Stephanie, there's nothing worse than somebody who's dumb but thinks they're smart. You know what I mean? Stephanie learned everything she's heard from people. She never wrestled. She's never been in the ring. I mean, it's like me, renting a video from Tony Hawk and on skateboarding. I go over it, watch that 20 hours straight. I watch everything on skateboarding. Does that mean I can fucking skateboard? Hell no.
No.
It's the same thing. She don't know anything about wrestling. She don't know anything about being cool. She's never been cool. So how she's gonna? They got 4 guys up there right now writing interviews for everybody, and they got to do it word for word. And it's like, none of these guys know what it's like to be cool. So how are you going to write for 35 different wrestlers? I mean, it's ridiculous. So, but they asked me to come up and do a Legends contract a couple of years ago, and I had my lawyer up, and it wasn't worth the paper it was written on. So I just, that was the end of that.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I've heard that about the Legends, and I'm happy they do that, but I have heard that if you read the contract, you might not be quite so quick to sign. Right.
No, I've made more money not signing than guys who have signed it,
So a guy like you that's been there, done that, been up the road, man, been to the back, seen the smoke, seen the strings. Will you sit on a Sunday and watch, like, say, WrestleMania? It comes around once a year. Will you sit down and buy a show like that?
No, I can't. I can barely get through a show right now. I mean, I try to. Every once in a while, somebody will tell me it's exciting, so I'll put it on. But it's like the same thing it was like 8 years ago. It's Stephanie McMahon against her brother. They did that already. You know what I mean? Like, when they first they bought WCW. That was the angle back then. They're doing it all again. It's like they're reaching. The thing is, Stephanie and Hunter think the show is all about them. Stephanie doesn't go on the road. She doesn't wrestle. So why contribute 1 second to her? Just because she goes and gets booed, that doesn't mean you're going to draw people in the house shows. It doesn't mean you're going to draw pay-per-view ratings. All you do is put yourself on TV because you're a mark. You want to be cheered or something. It's ridiculous, man.